Libra. So, Libra, guess what? We are doing your December 2019. So, Libras, what I have for you is going to be, let me give you some psychic stuff first. So, I do feel like with Libras, you are going to go back and forth with a situation. You're going to try to differentiate between being alone and tolerating somebody's bull you know what. So if that is you trying to make a decision, okay, because some of you may be still dealing with somebody who you believe there's a third party. You may be dealing with somebody, Libra, that you feel that is doing something wrong or behind your back. You may feel like somebody is not responding or treating you in the same way that they used to. I do feel like for some of you, you are very much aware that your partner is involved with their ex, and that is what's creating the disturbance here. For some of you, this might be because your partner has children with their ex, so they spend a lot of time or doing a lot of communicating. But I also feel like you feel like some of the communication is a little beyond what it should be. And I agree with you. I do think there's a lot of flirtations that come from their partner or their ex-partner. So your partner's ex-partner. Okay, I do feel like there's something that's not exactly on the up and up, okay? I think there's still some hidden agenda there. But for some of you, Libras, who are single, I feel like you're looking and trying to figure out how to find a way to get into a new groove, to get into a new group, maybe even to get involved in a new relationship. I feel like you're pretty much got everything settled around you in your home life. Everything does feel pretty balanced out. You're trying to keep everything balanced anyway. But I also get that there is going to be somebody new that gets introduced to you. But it does feel like it is through employment somehow. So I think you may meet somebody who wants to introduce you to somebody. And this could be a coworker, and it could be one of their family members. It could be their brother, their cousin, their sister, their aunt, whatever. But either way, male or female, Libras, somebody is going to be introduced to you. There is going to be definitely communication coming. I also feel like some of you are wondering what exactly is the next step. Where do you go from here? Some of you may fear of having to sell your home, fearing that finances are not where they should be. For some of you, I do feel like you may be looking at a different job, a full-time job, and it may be something to do with office work. And that could be receptionist, file clerk, things of that nature. I just feel like that may be something that you'll get involved with. For some of you, I do feel like healthcare is around you as well. But you also could be doing the clerical work in a healthcare institution, whether that's a hospital, doctor's office, a drugstore, things of that nature. I am picking up also for Libras that somebody from your past in a recent situation or recent relationship still holds true feelings for you, still definitely respects you, and maybe they even respect you more now than they did in the past. It seems like maybe they've grown up a little bit as well. But I think they always see you as being the one that can fix things. They see you as being the one who can balance things out. They see you as the one who can make things a lot better. There is definitely achievement here in this relationship, because I feel like if anything, at the very least, a very good friendship will continue to come out of this relationship. Maybe in the past you broke up with this person because it didn't work out the way it should have, or maybe they didn't respect you the way they should have. Maybe they didn't stick up for you the way they could have. But whatever the situation holds for you, Libras, it is speaking that there is going to be a very good friendship, traveling, hanging out, inviting them to parties, inviting them to family events. Things like that is going to be okay with all family members. I do feel like there is going to be a balance that comes. There is also someone whose child will be moving out of their house. So if that's your ex-partner, their child, maybe a stepchild, whatever, it will be moving out of their house. I also feel like there's going to be some big changes to come. Also, I see a pregnancy around somewhere. I also see somebody giving birth within the next few months as well. There is a lot of happiness within your family. Libra, I also feel like there's a lot of balance. There's also some growing pains. Some people are going through some financial difficulties, but at the same time, they're figuring them out. You don't have to lend a hand to anyone. Just be there to be a sounding board for somebody to talk to or express themselves, and just encourage them to continue doing what they're doing or to find different ways to save, okay? Because some people may be able to cut down on that cable bill, may be able to be cut down on a different telephone company to save money per month. Maybe people can cut down on going from full coverage to just liability if the vehicle is not worth much in the blue book value. Then there's no reason to have full coverage on that vehicle. You would definitely want to have collision in case you get in an accident, but you don't need the full coverage. There is definitely some new adventures coming up for Libras, whether that's travel or going to visit a friend a distance, and this probably will come up. I'm guessing that'll come up in the new year, in the early part of the new year. But for December, Libras, I do feel like family and family events are going to be around. I also feel like there's going to be an exciting gathering where something is going to be given out or found out or told. So maybe you're waiting for an answer from something. You're waiting to find out the answer of something. It could even be as much as waiting to find out if it's a boy or girl with the pregnancy that I said I saw coming. I mean, with the not just the pregnancy, but the birth. Like it's already, the seed has already been planted, so the baby is already growing. So maybe you'll find out whether it's a boy or girl, because there is some type of party coming up for that. I also feel like somebody may tell you the information on the sneak, on the down low, so you might know the answer before the actual party. There is going to be also some shopping that you're going to be doing, some small purchases as well. There may be a large purchase that needs to be made and financed coming up for you. Be careful of that. I also feel like there is something to do with a vehicle around you. So whether you're trading in a vehicle, you're selling a vehicle, or you're purchasing a vehicle, something about a vehicle is coming up around you. I also feel like there's more money that's going to be coming in for Libra starting the new year. But I feel like in December, you're going to find out where that's going to be or where that's going to come from. So it is going to benefit you greatly. I also feel like, again, there is a party and gathering keeps coming up really strong. I also feel like for Libras, you are not going to have to stay in your head anymore. You're not going to have to be overwhelmed or anxious about finances. Something is coming towards you that is going to be very helpful. Whether that's a job opportunity, like I said, working somewhere in the clerical field or in the medical field somewhere, somehow. Like I said, it could be clerical, it could be the kitchen, it could be doing nursing work, whatever it is that makes sense to you. There also is going to be the opportunity for Libras in the month of December, again, to do some kind of errands for somebody or help somebody out. You're going to go out of your comfort zone, or you're going to help somebody out doing something, and it is in person. So it is like you going over to help somebody, I don't know, rake their leaves, or help somebody move some furniture out, or assist somebody maybe with cooking meals. I don't know what that means. But you are going to be able to do something like that. Also, too, where family quarrels and arguments go, it feels like things are going to start to quiet down now, and then in 2020, things are going to get back on a very good balance. Communication will become very strong. I also feel like somebody may have been telling you lies, Libra. Somebody may have been telling you lies in the past couple months. They may have been trying to make something look worse than what it is, make a situation look more desperate than what it really is. Also, somebody may be trying to manipulate you to agree to something. Don't sign anything for anybody. If somebody's trying to get you to sign something for them or take a loan out for them, please don't do that. I also feel like where Libras are concerned, you have to be really careful with somebody passing judgment. Somebody may be passing judgment. And it feels like it's somebody who knows your family or knows you. Somebody may be trying to pass judgment. But let it go in one ear and out the other, because they're just pieces of junk anyway. You know what I mean? They're not worth your time. And the BS is because their life is so boring, they have nothing else to do but talk about everybody else. So just shake your head, because people already know where this person is coming from, and they have no respect for this person. I also get that, you know, somebody in the past, or even maybe you, had to get away from somebody, had to move away from somebody, push somebody away, push somebody back, and say, you know what, I'm not dealing with this, or I'm not dealing with you anymore. I don't like you, and I don't like your behavior, and this is unacceptable. So I do feel like whoever you did that to is finally learning that they need to watch themselves around you, and they need to be really careful the way they handle things or speak to you, because they know that you're not a bluffer. They know that you will step up if you need to. I also get that there is a lot of you, Libras, taking time to look over your life right now. You're looking over the things that you've done, things that you've been through. For some of the things, you're patting yourself on the back like, yeah, good job, I got through it. For some of the things, you're shaking your head like, I should have handled something differently. But for some of you now, it's like you're preparing this bucket list, like, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. And you know that you're getting to that midpoint now. For some of you, you're like close to my age, 40s, 50s, and you're sitting and thinking, you know what? Half of my life is over, and I got one half left. What am I going to do with it? How am I going to make this really important? Because you know what? It's not about the way you started, it's about the way you finish. So a lot of you are trying to figure that out. There's also some of you who are making sure you're putting away keepsakes, whether it's for grandchildren or for just children. But you're putting something away so that you have something to leave to them. You're making sure that your life insurance is in good status. You're making sure that your bills are met and taken care of. You're paying attention now more to things than you ever did before. I also get somebody maybe taking a train ride from point A to point B. But it feels like this train ride may involve some type of holiday thing or some type of holiday ride. Maybe Santa Claus is on this train. I don't know. But it seems like in the month of December, you're doing something with a train ride. It seems like it's going to be very fun. Very fun. Some of you, too, you're letting your gas tank go too low. You're letting your gas tank go too low. And with the older cars, then all the rust and everything that's in that gas tank is coming down and feeding through your engine the same way the gas does. So you need to keep your gas tank at least at a half a tank, never much less than that. Never much less than that, and that was important to tell you. For some of you, if you are having stray cats around, I don't know why that's coming up, but stray cats around, do not feed those cats. Let them cats go away, put out some mothballs, whatever you got to do, but leave those cats alone. I don't know if they're feral, I don't know what the problem is, but leave those cats alone, okay? There is going to be some of you that are going to do something about new shoes or working so much on your feet you need new shoes or more comfortable shoes. Look at the Clark shoes. Clark shoes are very comfortable. So are the nursemaid's. So check out different shoes that you can buy to make your feet comfortable. Some of you may be dealing with low back issues as well. Some of you, that means that you got to take off 10 or 15 pounds. And some of you who don't need to lose the weight then need to do different stretches and exercises to keep that back muscle from tightening up. There's also some of you Libras who may be having foot issues and foot pain. I do feel like this also too has to do with exercising, stretching, keeping things loose and comfortable. Also remembering that turmeric, if you're not on a blood thinner, that's good, then you can also take the turmeric. If you are on a blood thinner, do not take any turmeric. Speak to your doctor, okay? But turmeric is a suggestion only. I am not a doctor. I am not a physician, okay? But do your own investigation and find out about the power of turmeric. Also remember that celery juice, celery pills, is very good for inflammation in the body. Inflammation is #1 cause of so many different diseases. So that is a heads up for you guys. Hope you enjoyed your December, and I will be talking to you Libras very soon.